Welcome. I hope the sound is working. Welcome to Ielts Challenge Day 5 with Coupon and um, the book from Cambridge University Press and other resources online. Let's get started. First, yesterday I think we talked about writing part 1, and today I would like to share with you a few vocabulary to help you with types of changes. When you learn about bar chart, pie chart, graph, and other diagram, normally you can say there is an increase, there is a rise, there is a growth. But today I want to tell you about the verb of increasing. Increasing is mean to go up. You can also say to go up. So to go up, there is to rise, to increase, to grow. And to go down is to fall, to decrease, to decline. Yeah, three words each. I think it's not too difficult. If you can pause for 1 minute and note down, it will be helpful. Next one is the description of change. So you can see that this one we have an adverb of sharply, dramatically, significantly, considerably. So an increase, there has been a grammatical increase. I think dramatic increase. I'm not sure that there has been a sharp increase. Or you can also say from example that this is population. You can say for 10 years, the population increased sharply by 100%, for example. And this one is increased a little bit by year. So we would say gently, gradually, steadily, slowly. So I could say the population increased gently each year. And this is the description of change. You can say, you explain it in, and there's some example. So verb is to rise, to increase, to grow. And adverb is to sharply, dramatically, significantly, considerably. The prices rose sharply. The number of students increased significantly. Okay. In the writing task, this is the example from the Cambridge book. The chart below show information about honeybee colonies and honey production in the US. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main feature and make comparison where relevant. So in this case, you have to write 150 words. And you can see here, the colonies go up, go down, go down, go down. Significantly decline. There is 3 steps for you in writing task 1. The first step is to introduce the graph. Well, you basically look at this one and you change. The charts below show information about honeybee colony and honey production in the US. Then I change the bar charts we learned last time. The bar chart below present us the United States production of honey and bee colonies between 1970 and 2010. Sounds better? Next step is to give an overview. You can see here. So they ask for main feature. You don't want to give them everything. You want to give them an overview. So you can say overall both honeybee colonies and honey production dropped significantly from 1970 to 2010. So this is the decrease. This is also a decrease. So both overall there's a decrease. So I can use dropped and it's used in past tense. You can write in conclusion or after introduction, but do not repeat. So don't write 2 times. Okay. And the last step is to give the detail. Use number and language which you can explain. Describe the trend and select 2 main features. So there's 2 main features which I want to give details. One is that for honeybee colonies, we can see that a dramatic decline between 1980 and 2010 from 4.25 million to only 1.5 million. So I'm looking at this is about 2.5 or 4.25, and here is about 1.75. I'm wrong. I need to correct this. Yeah, 1.75. And the production of honeybee also fell sharply. The bee colony produced 130,000 tons of honey in 1970. As time passed, they only make 70,000 tons in 2010 over the 40-year span. So after 40-year span, from here to here, the number just dropped significantly from 13,000 to 70,000. Well, just remember 3 things. Introduce the graph, give an overview, give the detail. Okay? So this, when we combine these 3 steps together, we come up with 86 words, but it's not enough. We need 150 words. So I increase details, more details. The bar chart below presents us the United States production of honey and bee colonies between 1973, blah, blah, blah. Overall, both the honey bee colonies and honey production dropped significantly from 1970 to 2010, although there were some fluctuation between the years that the number rose and fell. What I'm talking about is here. There's rose and fell. This is rose and fell. Okay. So talking about both of them. Then for honeybee colony, we can see a dramatic decline between 1980 to 2010 from 4.25 million to only 1.5 million. However, there was a small increase from 1970 to 1980, approximately 250,000 colonies in total. So I'm talking about this detail. There's a little detail that I want to add. Looking over at both bar charts, in 1980, the correlation of colony and production is found to go in opposite direction. Why is this important? Because while this increase, well, when we have more bees, we expect we would normally expect this to go up also, right? But this go down here. This year. So this year in 1980, instead of when we have more colonies, bee colonies, but we have less bee production. So this is another important point which should be discussed and give the detail. So the correlation means the relationship of colony and production is found to go in opposite direction. During the same period of time when there was an increase in the number of colonies, the honey production decreased by 20,000 tons. And production of honey also fell sharply. The bee colony produced 130,000 tons in 1970. As time passed, they only made 70,000 tons in 2010, over 40 years span. Oh, this is not a perfect this writing. There's many error. If you have time, just pause the video and spend time and try to look for errors. For example, opposite directions, there should be S. And there's many other mistakes that I made in this writing, because this is just a very quick full model answers 1 and 2, but it should give you the idea of 3 steps of introducing the graph, give an overview, and give the detail. And it also should teach you how to use the number and language. So this is the language: rise sharply, increase dramatically, decrease, suddenly decrease significantly. This should give you the language and the number. And if you can pause at this page also for 20 minutes, because the time you only have 20 minutes to work on this writing task 1. If you can look at this picture and try to summarize the key main feature and write it in this amount of time. So spend time thinking about the chart, draw some arrow, do the 3 steps that I have taught you today. I think you would get some confidence in your writing. And I think this is it for today, and I hope to see you in the next video.